Welcome to Wackadoodle Time, your home for hot takes, deep dives, and unhinged theories from the world of Bravo and beyond. Each week, we take someone's Bravo hyperfixation and use it to discuss big ideas filtered through the perfectly imperfect people on our TV screens. We are your hosts. I'm Ellen.
And I am Amy. How's it going, Ellen?
It's going fine. It's going fine. Today, getting ready for school, my son decided he wanted to be a frog. And I just that kind of set the tone for the day. I'm doing okay.
In a costume or like as a lived experience?
As in, I said, "Hi, can I put your shorts on?" And he said, "Ribbit, ribbit."
Oh.
As
he's
like
he's method.
He's method. He went method about being a frog. It was cute and also really annoying, which is maybe the theme of children.
It certainly seems to be what it sounds like. Yeah.
How was your morning? Did Peggy decide that she wanted to pretend to be a frog?
So far, no. She just wants to bark, you know.
Oh, sure.
We just met a cute new little bulldog, and she does this thing sometimes with a new dog where she's like, her tail's wagging. She's trying to play, and she's also barking at a decibel that like is like worse than a car alarm. So It's like, this is not how you make friends. And she has not learned that yet. She is posted up by the door. Bojack is another dog that lives on our hall. Oh. And I think Bojack must be near because all she wants to do, if Bojack's on the other side of that door, she's barking at him. She's trying to get out there, trying to get to him. And he's barking back at her. But then when they see each other in person, it's like, hey, and they won't even look at each other. It is very much the like... I'm sure there's some Bravo show of like, we get drunk, we have sex, but we don't speak during the day. You know what I mean? Like in the cold, sober daylight.
Sure.
That's the vibe. It's giving full like situationship.
Wow. Oh, that's extremely funny. I mean, this is also housewife behavior to be like, I want to play. And then you're just screaming.
Oh, right.
It's like the wrong tone for the situation.
We just had our 1 year gotcha day with her on Sunday. And, she's consumed a lot of Bravo over the past year, like more than I think any dog probably should. And we watched Rhode Island last night, which we'll get into, but like the barking that was happening on that show, very similar. So actually now I'm realizing in real time that this is a problem that I've created.
Well, you know what? It'll be fun. You'll live with it. It'll be very entertaining, if nothing else.
Yeah, during slow Bravo times, we can just watch
the dog
scream at the people around her. Yeah,
incredible. Okay, well, I want to bring our guest out. I'm so excited to have with us today Jess Gutierrez, the author of Adulting for Amateurs: Misadventures of a Geriatric Millennial. This is not a video podcast, but I have the book right here. Jess, thank you for joining us today.
Yay! Thank you so much for having me.
I would say, honestly, about half of your book last night. I had started it, and I was like, I should finish this. And truly read about half of it. And there's one chapter. First of all, your chapter titles absolutely destroyed me. But my favorite was called Highfalutin Phallus. And like that entire story, it feels like it's lifted from a Housewives episode or a reality television episode.
It feels very housewife episode-esque, right? It was fancy, everything. It had like the makings of everything, like beautiful and perfect and fancy, and like I was in a nice dress and all of the things. And then there's penis, penis on the plate. And like it just came right at you. And because I am pretty classless, like I did not handle it nearly as well as an adult should have. So yeah, like there are some definite parallels there for sure.
I'm going to read this book, obviously, but I'm going to need a little context.
So this is, Jess, please jump in and correct me at any time. But okay, you're in college, right? And you have a friend of a friend who is she's fancy. She's a fancy lady. And she gets engaged and is having an engagement party. And this was my favorite part is that she told you needed to make sure you had a nice dress.
Yeah, she knew. She was like, if anybody's going to show up in something that is not appropriate, that's going to like be from the Delia's catalog from 22 years ago. Like it's just going to be a Jess. So she told me like basically make sure you don't look like trash. And I was like, noted. Thanks, girl. Like,
wow,
that's incredible to me. And they're very excited because they fly in like a chef from New York, right?
Yes, Top Chef-esque. Yes, like very fancy.
Wow. Very fancy.
Real
and
food. Yeah.
The one of the plates that is placed in front of everyone is like, Jess, do you want to describe it?
Well, she had described, like, she'd gone on and on about how fancy this was, and she was marrying, like, an orthodontist, and, like, they're obviously very rich, and, like, they had, important people there, and she'd just gone on and on about this meal. Like it was just going to be like way classier than anything I had ever had. So we were very excited.
Like you're eating with the Queen of England. Okay.
Yes, like obviously there's going to be some pinky up shit going on. You know, I'm prepared in my nice dress. And they serve it and you know, like she makes a huge deal of like announcing the meal, and it comes out and it's a mound of mashed potatoes with like a sausage just sticking straight out of it. So it's
Oh my God.
I mean, I am a lesbian. I am not an expert, but it looked awfully phallic to me. I mean, I just did not handle it very well. It was.
You got bangers and mash. You thought you were having high tea with the Queen. You got bangers and mash.
That's crazy. When I was just like, girl, I could get this out of the dining hall. And I believe I've seen some of the frat boys style it in the same manner.
Right.
Actually.
It makes me feel like this chef was trolling everybody, or was trolling her,
I'm sure.
or something.
Yeah. Like he was definitely. I mean, the era he would have been in like a Craigslist, you know, like straight from Craigslist, like the pages you read when you weren't really supposed to be sneaking around back there just to see, like, you know, he was that kind of a chef, but.
To put on a fancy dress to eat a sausage, that's crazy work. That is truly nuts.
I'm just going to be honest. I went elbows deep in that fancy. I enjoyed every bite, but I was like this. And it makes you realize, like, let's be honest. We're all just eating sausage. We're all the same.
Yeah.
Your hot dog is not that much fancier than my hot dog, girl.
That is so true.
100% correct.
I don't want that on a t-shirt though. We're all just eating sausage.
No.
Nobody wants that.
Not for me. No, that's not a t-shirt for me. But
Maybe that chef. I think he would love that shirt.
Clearly, he's got a sausage agenda. Yeah.
That whole thing made me laugh so hard. And also just
Oh my God, I can't wait to read.
Reading the chapter title of Highfalutin Phallus, I was like, where is this gonna go? And never in my wildest imagination did I think it was gonna be a sausage and mashed potatoes.
And you know, it's one of those situations where like you try for a half second to behave, but then like you make eye contact with the wrong person, and you know who the wrong person is. It's your siblings, right?
Yeah.
Like, or it's the other person that you know is, you know, like if you don't look at them, maybe you could be okay, but the minute like you match stares, it's over. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the church giggles. We like growing up. That was like, you can't. And there's an adult over there looking at you like, you better fucking stop. And then that just makes it even funnier.
I beat your ass on the way to this church, and I will beat you. Yeah, like we will. Yeah. Thank you for reading it.
Oh my God,
love
of course.
That. Thank you so much.
This leads me into a question. Do you think there could be a Bravo franchise set in Arkansas? And what kind of show do you think it would be?
Okay, I do think that there could be, absolutely, because I live in the country, but I live outside of Bentonville, Arkansas, which is the headquarters for Walmart home office. So there's a ton of money here, all of that. But I don't think that would be the interesting franchise. I think like a couple steps down, and like, you know, middle-class moms or middle-class women. I think that would be the more interesting. And I think that would show, you know, I mean, we do have the wealthy housewife population here, but I don't know that. I mean, I think we could find a interesting little group to. Now, I do think that like people would be a little surprised. I live in the northwest corner, so it looks a little different than what I think people think Arkansas looks like. You know, we're a little bluer, a little more left, a little, all of those things. But yeah, I think it would be really fun. I love the southern Real Housewives. I think they're so much fun and like so drama filled, and like, and then you have that like painted on politeness that like it's not really polite, like the bless your heart, slap a bitch in the face. Like it's just it's the perfect, most delicious kind of, I mean, you know, I love that. We got that here for sure.
And I feel like the lesson that we've learned from Salt Lake City and now Rhode Island is that it's not, sure, the big cities are fun, but I think when you find a smaller, you go to a smaller city or you find like a smaller group of people, it's kind of just as fun.
Get a little weird niche Yes.
And it's so incestuous, and I hate saying that because, Arkansas, all the jokes, like we are over. But you know what I mean? Like,
listen, I'm from the South. I've heard them all. So
right. Like, but you really do know people.
Yeah.
Or you are like, I'm getting my hair cut, and she's like, oh my God. I'll be like, have you tried, this literally happened last week. I'm like, have you tried the new, like, burger place, blah, blah, blah. And, like, this is a bigger town. Fayetteville, which is close, is a bigger town. And, of course, the girl that's doing my hair, like, knows the 4 people that opened it, and she knows it. And I'm just like, of course you do. Like, there are no secrets from anybody, Right. And I love that. I mean, that's fun. That's so fun.
And I feel like I don't know. There's not enough Arkansas representation, I would say, in pop culture.
No.
And definitely not in reality TV. And I'd love to sort of see the nuance of it, because I'm sure it's got all the things that you mentioned. It's got the highbrow, the lowbrow, and everything in between. So I'd love to see what is like quintessentially like Arkansas. I would love to find out about that.
We had one of those house flip shows here. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Was it like a Magnolia show or a...
Like one-ish. I don't remember what it was, and I should, because one of our friends was the carpenter on it. And he came and built our house and all this stuff. And I was like, this is just so weird. Amazing. So connected but disconnected from the world, sort of, Yeah.
Was it on the show? Was your house on the show? Or
no, our house wasn't on this show, but yeah. I had the bragging rights, and then everyone was like, you know him? I mean, not from here, because everybody's like, yeah, we know him, but like family from other places. I was like, yeah, he's just a guy that we know.
There's one house flipping show set in Kansas City, and I love to watch it. And I, know what the neighborhood is. It's so fun. That's great.
Yeah. You drive past it and it's so familiar. I love that. That's really neat.
Yeah. And I'm always like, a couple times I've been like, they're asking how much money for that part of town? Like,
you're like, listen,
it's not going to sell for that. Oh
no. My hometown is too small. Well, I mean, I think it would be great for a reality show, but it's too small to be like, it's not currently. It's like 10,000 people.
I worked for a newspaper in a really small town. I was a newspaper reporter. And I remember they had me go cover, because in those towns, a lot happens, but nothing happens, And, but the nothing. And I remember they had me go cover a story. They were like, this woman is going to ride on a train today. And she was old. And I was like, oh, what's the angle? I'm not like a hard-nosed reporter, but what the hell am I writing about, Right. And I was like, oh, is this her first train ride? And they're like, no. And I was like, oh, is this her last train ride? Is she terminal? What's going on? And they're like, no. And I was like, so what am I? And they were like, she buys a lot of ads in the newspaper. And I was like, oh shit, I just have to go write about the rich old lady. You know what I mean? That's so small town, but she's going to be on the front page.
This woman is riding the train.
She's riding a train, girl.
Oh my God,
cover it. I was like, oh dear. Okay.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. She wants people to know her schedule, that she's riding the train. It's Tuesday. Right. She's riding the train.
She's going to be on that train.
Jess, how much time have you spent in Branson?
Branson is like our, it's our Disney World here. So it's our, they literally call it Little Vegas.
Yes.
Now, when you go there and you've been to Vegas, you're like, I disagree. I do have some minor arguments. Is great. But yeah, we have season tickets to Silver Dollar City, which is the big theme park, but it's like an Ozark themed park.
Silver Dollar City was my childhood. Yeah. And so, I went with my grandma and my great grandparents all the time with any chance I get to talk about Silver Dollar City, it brings me so much joy.
You're lit up right now. I'm loving this.
Look at you, bouncy. You see blown glass, watch an old lady make a cinnamon roll. It's
gorgeous.
See a shootout.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a really big deal here.
Great.
It's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that you could buy a season pass to Silver Dollar City, but of course.
Something funny about the season passes is for Christmas last year, my mom got us season passes. I have 3 kids and my wife, so my mom bought us all season passes, and she bought the fast pass, which is I forgot what it's called. It's lightning pass, which for my kids, you are Ozark royalty, okay? Things have happened in your life. And anyway, so my kids are little and they've never experienced this kind of bougie, let me tell you. And I remember we had to go get, we'd been skipping the line, which makes you feel like a absolute bag of shit, but it's also awesome, right? Like,
But also
because-
great. Yeah. You're also like, maybe I do deserve this.
Yeah, like I kind of like belong here. It's so weird how like this is my fucking moment, right? Like I've waited my whole life. But I remember like we got out of line like for a ride where we'd waited no time at all, and my kids like are feeling fancy as shit. And I remember we had to go stand in line for like tater twists or something, and my kids very loudly are like, "Can we not just skip this?" And I'm like, "No, no, we are not." And they're like, "Use our fast pass," and I'm like, "Great." Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god!" So we went. We lost all like humility within like an hour there, and I was like, oh god, now we think we should just get to the front of life. Yeah,
that's the thing though. I feel like that's such a human thing of like looking at something like, oh, that is too fancy, and then as soon as you get it, you're like, what the fuck is this? There's like one thing's out of place. Like it always shocks and humbles me how quickly I feel like I am for the proletariat always, but the second I get a scrap of an advantage, then I'm like, well, I should always have this. And actually, this isn't even that good. And what's better than this? Like how quickly I get used to it. I don't know.
No, there was a swan on my bed on this cruise earlier, and I see no towel monkey now. I'm very confused, like what's
That's
going
not
on.
Right. No,
Yeah,
you deserve the swan. You deserve animals on your bed.
It's so gross.
But it does sort of put in context like why the monsters that are currently like trying to ruin our country, why they are the way they are, right?
Yeah.
Because once you get there, you think you deserve it.
It's so true though, because my kids waiting for those tater twists felt like a real injustice. I was like, there are people that get no tater twist, but it was not, on their.
You're like, you were normal when I brought you in this morning, and now in 45 minutes you turned into Baron Trump. Like
absolutely, like you were perfect, and now you are assholes in 45-minute time. I don't understand. My mom was like, "Do you want those again?" And I was like, yes, but also please don't get them because we turned into dicks real fast.
Oh my god. Well, that's good parenting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That also sounds like an essay for your third book.
Oh my god.
Flying too close to the sun. Jess, so what is your reality television like diet? Are you a reality television person? Are you not?
Okay, I always was. I loved reality TV, like Rachel Zoe. I loved the original Queer Eye, like all of the things. And then I fell into the like bluey, blippy, Dory suckhole that is parenthood. And so I'm slowly like getting back into it. And in fact, I'm really into the Housewives of Rhode Island, which is so fun because
it's
like,
perfect.
I said, it's so good. I'm from Arkansas. So these people basically live on Mars to me. Like, I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I love it. Keep doing it. But I don't understand any of it.
Rhode Island and Jersey feel like spiritually the most different to me from like the Midwest. Like this is a culture, this is conflict revolution that I cannot handle. That the amount of yelling at each other, that's not how I communicate. That's not how I was raised to communicate.
No, and like, and does it even count as conflict resolution if they never stop screaming at each other?
Oh my god! And like, here's the thing. I'm an angry or like I'm just a crier in general. I might have a good one right now just for the catharsis of it. But like I would be in a state of shock 24/7 to be spoken to like this.
Yes.
And these are the people that are your friends and that like I guess love you. It's jarring and in a wonderful way. I'm like, oh my god, it's such a culture shock if you're not from there. Like I think it's very specific.
Yes. Everyone who I have talked to who is from New Jersey or from like Rhode Island, they love it. They feel seen by it. And it's great. This is how we learn about other people's cultures. By watching Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
It's educational, guys. It really is.
Oh my gosh. It's improving my brain for sure. I love it.
What do you think of all the different housewives so far? Is there one that jumps out to you as like a favorite?
Okay, I think Ashley, which is funny, but because she's just not fitting. She does not. I do not feel like she's understanding it either. Yeah. And that makes, like, she just cried and cried and cried. She's like raining. Her. She's like so mean. I feel so bad for her. I'm like, yes, girl, you should. Like, it's just, I love her because she, like, her clothes, it's just not quite what they're doing.
She's not from there.
Yeah, she's not from there. She is very not, and it shows. When she wore the medieval, like they were on like a wine tour.
Oh yes.
And she got into the weird bus, and she sat down in like the outfit that needed to be laced up in the back. I was like, oh, they're going to absolutely destroy you. I'm from Arkansas, and I know they're about to steamroll your ass because like they're not gonna like it. They're not gonna enjoy that.
Did you watch her on The Bachelor?
I did a little bit, and I enjoyed her on The Bachelor, but I certainly enjoy her more here, like out of her element, like flopping around on the deck. I
really like her here, and I also really like that I like watching her talk so much about being an influencer and like, oh, I have to make this video today, and I really want, what's her husband's name? Jared. I really want Jared to like figure out his Instagram niche because he could be making so much money.
Well, and then watching her husband like bust his balls in that coffee shop and like call out those names, and she's like irritated that he's not talking to her, and I'm like, I mean, we've all felt that, but he is really fucking busy. Yeah, like he's kind of doing.
But he's also really hot. He should be commodifying that.
Yeah, he should like capitalize on that because all of that is going to sag. Like
you can bust tables when you're 60.
Yeah, like yeah. But it's also gonna get weird.
Make your brand. I'm hot and I own a coffee shop. Just like make that the content.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
bring people into that. Yeah. She's enjoyable. Like Rosie looks so much sweeter than I think maybe she really is, and her like interview outfits are bizarre. Like she looks like she's gonna go to the Kentucky Derby every moment of it. Like, are you on the way? Where's your hat? Like, what? I love it. I'm just like I wouldn't even know where to buy such a thing.
And then there's like one ice skating outfit too that's got like crystals across her chest or something. And I'm like, where are we going?
Yeah, what's the I mean I'm literally in jeans from Target right now. Like, what are you wearing in your living room?
Rosie is the sugar daddy girl.
No, Rosie's the newscaster.
Okay,
the news girl. Yeah.
Kelsey is the sugar baby.
Great.
Yes,
okay, thank you.
She's the sugar baby where there's like the boyfriend or maybe not the boyfriend, the extra boyfriend, like she's in a relationship because I'm like, you know, you do you, it's I'm exhausted by it because it's a lot, but good, whatever you're doing, get it, girl.
Yes. All I can think when I'm watching her is this seems like so much more work than just having a job.
Yeah.
Just having a 9 to 5. That seems like so much easier to me.
She's like a wreck over it too. Like, you're not okay. Like, you were okay when you were younger, but she said she's been doing this for like 11 years and she does not seem like it's the plan anymore, you know?
Do we think ever that her goal was like to get him to leave whatever he's got going on and then like marry her? Was that the goal?
I mean, she kind of acts like it wasn't, but I would assume it was.
But maybe there was not that much thinking ahead. It was just like, this is great for today.
I mean, at 20, like, probably not, because she probably didn't want all of that at 20 either. But like, I just think, you know, the life part of that is like, oh my God, when I was 20, I was such a different person than I was at 30. And then like unrecognizable from 40. So like, you can think that you'll never want something at that, genuinely mean it, all of the things. True. And that doesn't mean you're not going to change into a completely different person. I mean, you should evolve from 20 to 30 and whatever that's going to look like. Because
your brain is finishing.
Yeah. I was freaking nuts at 20. Like, so I don't know. I mean, she probably didn't go into it with the intention of changing everything because she wanted to have fun. That's true. Like 11 years later, you'd want something to change, I think.
Yeah.
And that poor housekeeping, like the housekeeper that lives, I'm sure that lady's just like, please just leave me alone. I'm here to do my job. Unless you were going to clean with me, please exit my space. Like, I don't need to be harassed by your, like, entitled ass.
I loved in the scene in the episode from this week where, was it her mom who was helping her unpack? And
her mom and her sister, yeah.
Yes. And they were, and she said, she was like, well, I'm not paying for this apartment. He's paying for it. And the look on her poor mother's face was like, what? Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I do get it as like, well, this is a divorce. I'll continue to pay for you for a little bit. But also like, girl, just pay for something yourself. Just try that.
And I mean, believe it or not, I have not been a sugar baby. Is that what they call the sugar? Whatever. Yeah. But here's the thing. That relationship, I am a fan. Like, you are both getting a lot out of that, right?
Yes.
Like, she's getting a lot. He is too. Like, they are both getting something out of that. But, like, I also think that, like, since it's, like, dissolving or whatever is happening, like, being able to do it yourself, like, is such a satisfying thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, being anything that I've ever gotten because I worked my ass off for, like, I love it more. And it's a bigger deal, I guess,
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would know how to do that after being taken care of in that way for so long. I don't know if you would know even where to start. That would be really scary.
Because it doesn't sound like she's ever done it before. Because didn't she just take up with this guy, in her early 20s? So, it's a hard lesson to learn at 30. But worth it. I think one that's very worth it.
I mean, I like seeing her do people's hair.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's fun and good. And, like, good for you. We never got to see her do Rosie's hair because she also thought it would be cute to roll up with a police siren, which, I mean, we might as well just talk about that fight because, like, what the hell, guys?
Okay, Kelsey, we were at Kelsey's house.
Nope, we were at Rosie's house.
No, damn it. Okay.
Kelsey doesn't have a house.
Right, Rosie's house. Okay. I was so glad that Rosie was in that outfit. It was like a set, and it was stripes. Pink and orange, and there were stripes. Yeah. Because I could tell that she was she, and the other one was the other one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had trouble with that too. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I also really liked when Outfit Girl was trying to get the Hair Girl's suitcase out of her house, and they were kind of like fighting over who was going to take it down the stairs.
Yeah, that was crazy work. When it starts getting physical, I start getting like uncomfortable. Also, like,
yeah,
Rosie is definitely, the homeowner is definitely like in the right here. I was definitely like logically on her side more, but during the fight, I was like, I need for her to stop screeching at that decibel because I can't. Like, she just hit this fucking like red zone, and then she just never got out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was definitely uncomfortable.
That did not feel pleasant to me.
No, it was uncomfortable, and you're like, oh, this was fun, but now I don't want to watch it anymore, but I'm going to. But yeah, like, and don't touch each other. Don't.
Let's take a poll on the phrase slam pig. Is this a New England turn of phrase?
I saw some stuff on TikTok, people talking about it. And there were definitely people being like, "Oh, that makes me think about high school. I grew up in Boston. I'm so glad that it's making its way out into the mainstream." So I definitely saw people being like, "This was a thing we called each other in high school," and now the world knows. I had heard it like randomly, but
I've never in my life. No, I had no idea. Like, no idea.
What a phrase!
It is a harsh term. Yeah.
Yikes. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to be using it, but I hadn't heard it.
I mean, it
paints
almost
a picture.
Yeah. It's kind of, it brings Hemingway to mind.
It feels like Mammoth to me. It feels like the best of like a Glengarry, Glen Ross moment or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's violent. It's a violent phrase.
And to be a woman shouting it at another woman is
just big. Yep. It's such a like a ooh, you came like ooh, and then
it's so harsh.
I was like, oh my god, okay, yeah, that got dirty real fast.
Yeah, it felt like when Angie K was yelling at Brittany about having high body count hair on Salt Lake, which was fun until you realize, oh, that's like an alt-right term that like the manosphere uses.
Yeah, you can't do that. So, like, it's like such a violation, and I think it's like, no, we can't do that. Women can't do that to women. Don't do that. Yeah. Like that's.
I mean, that is what the Housewives are built on. It's just women being horrible to each other.
Awful, which is why we watch it, right?
Unfortunately. And now I guess Kelsey's showing up next week in a sash that says like Miss Slampig, which I think Kelsey is just like not cut out for this. I think Rosie is just funny enough. But the bit with the police thing, she's just not reading the room. You know what I mean? I don't think her sense of humor is quite there, and she's not reading the room into what's funny or not. So I do think she's essential, and she obviously sets off the other women. But like on her own, I'm interested to see where she goes.
One of the other really funny things about this franchise is that they think it's horrible to live 15 minutes away from someone else, and that's a really long drive.
Well, unless you have your crackers. What about Alicia trying to learn how to drive, or relearning, or just trying to drive and not kill anybody?
I just think maybe she shouldn't, at all. Maybe there should be a different plan.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seems to be a pretty wealthy woman. I think she could probably Uber a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if she's so afraid. Like, she doesn't want to do highway. She's afraid. And like,
yeah.
A scared driver's the worst. I feel like this is one of the few times where I'd be like, let's get a Waymo in there. I'm never going to say that, but I think that would be better than Alicia behind the wheel. Being like, I didn't see those stop signs. Why are they so close together?
And her poor husband looking like he was fighting for his life in that car. I mean, I wouldn't want to get in a car with Alicia driving.
No. And she's like, I hit that woman. Like, drug me if I have to ride with her. Put me out. Yeah.
Surely she did not kill that woman, correct? Like, we would know about it.
I think she just hit her a little,
with
a car, which we've all done.
I mean,
before,
according to her, that woman basically hit her car. That woman ran out
Walked
in front
into
of her car.
Right. Which was a storyline in the most recent season of The Pit with the very elderly couple.
Only rich people just get to hit bodies in their car. And that's right. That was on The Pit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
With the sweet actor whose name I'm forgetting, who was on Law and Order for many, many years. I'm not going to remember. The guy who was the DA.
I loved him.
I liked that storyline. It was good.
Okay, so of the whole cast, I think that I have actual terror in my heart for Jo Ellen, because that person, you've had that person who will just and she is she's beautiful. She's just perfect. And even seeing her with her kids, I'm like, oh, I like her so much, but she's so scary. Yeah. I'm so, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you think of that convo with her mom? You gave me away to the state. You sent me away to boarding school.
Because and I thought, just as a side note for that whole thing, I think that those conversations, because who was she talking to? Was it Alicia that she was talking about, who had also had a traumatic childhood? And it made them so real. You know what I mean? Up until that moment, they were such foreign humans to me. These people live in a different place, completely different culture. They're bajillionaires, all the things. But then I was like, they have trauma and all of, and it's not all about having the wrong champagne or the $7 bottle of wine. They're real people that and that really changed it a little bit for me, which sounds terrible of me, but I was just like, oh my God, she went through some shit, and look at her, she's successful and wonderful and good to her kids, and that definitely made me be like, okay.
I love it when a housewife gets the chance to trot her mother out on camera and hold her feet to the fire.
Can you imagine?
I love it.
My mom, when I writing my book, because I write a memoir, a lot of it is my mother, and probably most of our mothers could have their feet held to the fire for reasons, right? And I was so careful about that, and I'm like, these women are just taking the opportunity, and that was a deserved opportunity. It sounds like she went through absolute hell, and some really bad decisions were made.
Oh my God. Yeah.
People repress that shit, and she just called her mom out. A lot of us stuff that stuff down and just, let it fester forever. And she's like, absolutely not. I mean, that's power.
And that felt so emblematic of Jo Ellen, because sending your child to whatever Jo Ellen got sent to just seems like a really bad idea 99.9% of the time. So I'm on Jo Ellen's side here, to be very clear. And yet, when Jo Ellen was talking to her mother about it, I was a little afraid of Jo Ellen. And I was like, you are really holding her feet to the fire. You are really mad at her, deservedly so. And yet
that doesn't make her any less terrifying.
Yeah.
And she is scary. And I mean, whoo.
But yeah, also like this, she finally has a witness. There's like a neutral party there in the terms of this camera crew. And like, this is also her domain. So she gets to have the power where she may never have had in the past. So
that's
it's
a really,
lot.
I wouldn't have thought about it like that, but yeah, absolutely. Like she's empowered because
this
is her, this is where she's comfortable. That's interesting.
She's like, come on to my show, mother, and let me tell you what a bad job you did.
Let me tell the world that you're an asshole.
Defend yourself.
I'm also interested that, like, we've seen her mom helping take care of Joellen's kids. So it is kind of nice that she is in their life, I guess.
Yeah, but she did show up to babysit and go, well, fulfilling my grandmother duties or something like
true.
that.
I forgot she said that.
She said something kind of like snarky. And
yeah, it seemed very like a job.
Sure.
Yeah. And listen, that woman probably had a really hard fucking life and a real hard childhood by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that Joellen is able to get this like anger part out so that she can just move past it. But you can't ignore it because like that's what the boomer generation did.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to air it out on television in front of a camera crew.
Yeah, we all do that, obviously. Celebrities like me and Joe Ellen.
That's right.
Have any other moments in Rhode Island jumped out at you?
Like all of the calling out Rula and her husband's situation, especially Joe Ellen being like, that's not my business. It's like, but it feels like it is because...
But maybe it should be because you are kind of a great private detective. Last night, we got extended screen time for Rula's husband. And I'd just like to know how everyone's feeling after having to sit through that.
I want her to divorce him even if he had never cheated on her. Even if that was just his personality, I would say get a lawyer right now and get out of that house.
Yeah. He sucks.
As a tall person, as a tall woman dating men, he's too short for her. He is way too short for her. Like, that's not fun. She towers over him. God.
And he walks around with like the Napoleon. He's got that short man attitude also. Like,
it's the one thing he can't fix.
Right. Well, I'm 5'10". Okay. I'm 5'10". And guys like him, which is a nice generalization for me to make, but shorter men, a lot of times, like as a tall person in my life, take it out on me. Like they're pissed. And I'm like, I didn't get your extra 6 inches, bro. Like this is not, it's non-transferable. And you don't have to be mad at me because you're all the way down there, bitch. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine down there.
I wouldn't say he reads as someone who particularly cares for women in general, but much less tall women that are going to make him feel insecure. And he basically stopped short of roofing Rula so that they could go out.
That was
that
weird.
Story about I kept getting drinks and I kept telling the bartender to make her doubles. And I was drinking singles and telling it like it's a fun, cute joke. You're in the wrong crowd. That joke probably kills in like toxic rooms, but
not on Bravo, buddy.
We hate you. We already hated you, but now we extra hate you.
I just really hope that this is a situation where Rula has come on the show to gather and muster the courage to get divorced.
To gather evidence.
Yeah.
To build her case. Mm-hmm. That would be great.
And she has said that people don't like to get divorced in her culture. And I understand that that's like not something you want to do. I get it. I get not wanting to get divorced. But to this man, get away from him.
He sucks. Take him for half. Move on with your life. Live a beautiful life.
Take his money.
Yeah. Yes. Take it. Run so fast. And your kids see that forever.
Yeah.
And they like absorb that toxicity and like then you're like contributing to them being people that think that's okay, and it's not good.
And then you end up with a situation like on New Jersey, Jen Aiden's daughter being like, when I grow up, I want to be a relationship counselor so I can help my parents. And you're like, oh, buddy, you're 9. I wish you could just be 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you shouldn't be worrying about that.
Anything else we want to hit on from Rhode Island?
No, I'm loving it though. Liz is also frightening in her own special way.
Liz is the one that scares me.
Yeah.
Because that husband and his sport fishing boat, that whole thing with Dino, who now has all these charges.
The boots with the pocket. I don't know what's in the pocket.
Most importantly,
I want to know what you're putting in that tiny pocket on your boots. And do I need one?
That's a great question.
We had boots with the fur, and now we have boots with the pocket.
The tiny pocket.
No, nothing good is in those pockets.
No.
Nothing legal, nothing good.
No. Like,
I was intrigued going to her full lab, the full marijuana lab that she and her husband own. I was like, wow, okay, what an operation.
Oh, yeah. That was shocking too.
Yes.
Made you be like, okay, I do like her. I like her, actually. Maybe back to the maybe there's just one cracker in the pocket. Who would that be for? Who's the cracker?
That would be
for
Alicia. Or like a doll brush in case she needs to fix one of her doll's hair.
It's like how moms always have snacks. Maybe Liz can always have a little cracker for Alicia in her boot.
They're getting into it next week, it looks like, because Liz did not like it when Alicia said that they were homeless when she was growing up. Liz had such a big reaction. You were never homeless. Something's going down there. Something bad's about to happen there. And I want to see an activated Alicia. I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, what would that look like? Because I don't think we've seen her that feisty. Like,
she got a little mad at one of those, like, by some fire pit about something. But then immediately was like, never mind, I love you. Yeah, totally.
That's amazing.
See, that's not Midwest culture. Midwest culture is pretending to make up and then harboring resentment for years and years. So
that's Southern too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I want you dead, but I'm smiling at you and bringing you or dropping off a casserole when you get the hysterectomy, but I am fucking furious. Yeah, that's it.
I will talk rancid shit about you behind your back for the rest of our lives.
do you want to briefly touch on the Rachel Zoe project?
God, it's been, 2008? And I don't even think it lasted very long, but it was so good. And she was cooler than anybody on the planet. Like, beautiful and weird. And, like, I just remember her clothes and, like, it was such a good start, you know?
Yeah.
Or a good introduction to Bravo for me.
Man, I loved having her on this season of Beverly Hills because she's, like, kind of still the same, like weird and funny. Like, I love that she's got the same style, the same fashion, which
like totally frozen in time. Like she looks like 2006, and I love it, but like in a really good way.
In a good way, yes.
She has committed to the black eyeliner all the way around, and it looks great on her. She still pulls it off.
It really does. And that long wavy hair. Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I, as an elder millennial, like part of like my whole thing is like all of the fashion trends that were so important to us. Like, you're not supposed to do the eyeliner, like all this stuff. So I'm like, when I see someone still embracing that shit, when I see some skinny jeans like trotting across the street, I'm like, hell yes, you are. You just wear that shit out because you are right. And so with her, I'm like, yeah, she's still like, but she makes it look so good still, you know? Yeah. Like, she's kind of untouchable because she makes it so cool.
She's so cool, and she has just an innate self-confidence that you don't see in a lot of these housewives. Because also you see it, but it's usually delusional. Hers is like earned and appropriate.
I think that is like, I hadn't really thought about it, but like liking yourself is like a true sign of like kind of coming into yourself, right? And I think that these Real Housewives, so many of them are so insecure because they want people to like them so much. Yeah. Like, I want to be part of it. I want to be important. I want to be seen. And like, people like Rachel Zoe give zero shits what people think. It's like, what does she think? And that's so like, if you reach that, I mean, I think that that's such a like a milestone in your life, you know? People always ask me, my book is Adulting for Amateurs, and people always ask me, well, what is adulting? Like, when did you decide you were an adult? And I was like, well, I never did. But I was like, I think like that moment when I went to the like public pool in a swimsuit at 42 years old and like sat down and gave zero shits what anybody thought, like that feels like I'm owning it. I'm happy. I'm going to be comfortable. Being comfortable, that's like such a freaking gift that age has given me, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Speak it. Yeah. So true.
And when we see housewives like that, it's so fun. It's so refreshing. Those are the women that it's really joyful to watch. I had so much fun watching Rachel Zoe this season on that show.
Yeah.
This is a part of the show we call Say It, Forget It, where we make space to blow off some Bravo steam.
I will just say this. We're making our way through the back catalog of Summer House, in light of the scandal, because we jumped in at season 5 or 6. So now we are on season 4. Hannah and Paige showed up last season. Delightful. Justice for Hannah. That's to I'm saying it, forgetting it to myself, because justice for Hannah, because so far she's been delightful. Luke is here now. I'm just here to say, obviously I haven't seen it all yet, but Lindsay Hubbard's never done anything wrong in her life. And I am here to stand by that. Yeah. She gets branded as crazy, as an evil, psycho, angry, whatever. Watching Carl work his little gaslighting spell on her, and then her having I think is an appropriate reaction to it, and them calling her crazy makes me feel insane. So in the words of Paige Sorbo, that woman raised me. Lindsay Hubbard, justice for Lindsay always, Hub House forever, and I don't care if you think I'm wrong, just like Lindsay wouldn't.
Talk about someone who has confidence oozing out of her pores. That's why I love her. She's never done anything wrong in her life.
Nope, let her be president. I don't give a fuck.
Jess, do you watch Summer House?
I don't, but whoever that was, I also vote for president. Absolutely.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, please.
If Lindsay Hubbard were our first female president, I would vote.
She could also be
on that.
vice president at the same time.
Yeah. She absolutely.
I don't think she should be Secretary of State, because I do think she would be like ready to go to war at any moment.
Yeah.
But she can sit in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
And delegate.
For sure. She's actually a pretty good delegator, I think, and I trust her instincts. Yeah.
That's right.
She's got a really strong sense of right and wrong.
As long as she has a handler with like a firm grip.
We need a really good chief of staff. Yeah. Okay, Jess, thank you so much for joining us today. This was so fun.
I cannot wait to read your book.
Is there anything else you want to plug? Any socials you want to send people to?
I mean, Instagram, Arkansas Writes, support indie bookstores, all the good things. We love them so much.
Give us the name of your book one more time.
Adulting for Amateurs.
And also give us the title of your first book, because that one really makes me laugh.
It's a product of genetics and day drinking. And you blurred my first book.
I did. Yeah.
Aww. Yeah, which was amazing. And I am such a huge fan of both of you. So I love you. You're the best. And you're hysterical.
Thank you so much for doing the pod today. And thank you all for listening. If you have a topic you want us to explore, you can write to us at wackadoodlepod@gmail.com. And remember, we pick these people apart because we love them, especially Rachel Zoe.
And any slam pigs.
Bye.